I'm Ajit Khan, and in this tutorial we are going to Dockerize a Rails API. For this, I have created a blog post in which we will be Dockerizing a Rails API, which we have created in one of our tutorial. So we will be Dockerizing the same application. For now, the prerequisite it requires is you should know the basics of Docker. If you're not familiar with Docker, go through this post, Introduction to Docker, and you can watch the video tutorial too. So get through it and get familiar with Docker, and you should also know how REST API in Rails works, and then come back to this tutorial and Dockerize your Rails API. So let's continue. To Dockerize our Rails application, we will need a Docker file and a Docker compose.yml. These files needs to be present in your root directory of your project. So I have already created this file. Here is docker compose.yml and here is docker file. So these two files have some basic configuration which you can understand what it is in the Docker course. So let me walk you through this snippet. So in Docker file we are using a base image from Ruby 2.3.3 which is being pulled from the Docker Hub, and we are running apt-get update and installing certain packages. Then we are creating a directory inside the container, and we are saying change the working directory to Rails API. Then we are adding gem file and gem file lock in the Rails API directory, and then we are running bundle install command to install necessary gems in the present in the gem file. Then we are copying all the content from the current directory to our Rails API directory. In Docker compose.yml, we will be specifying the services we will be using. One is the database service, for which we are using Postgres. So we are using a pre-baked image from the Docker Hub. And the other service is web app, which is our Rails API. And we are specifying the commands, saying to expose the port 3000. And we are seeing that it depends on the DB service. So that's all you need to do. And after this, you need to build the image. So the command is to run docker compose build. Let's go ahead and build the image. So the image build is successful since it doesn't take much time because I have already created it. Now we can go ahead and spin up the container. The command is docker compose up. Okay, so the server is ready and listening at 3000 port. So let's request on port 3000. So it is running, and it is giving the data to. You might encounter an error like role root doesn't exist, or the database doesn't exist. For that, you need to run the command docker compose run web app rakedb create or rakedb migrate. So it will create the database for you. And one more thing you need to change in your database.yml file is the username, because Docker by default is going to run it as root. So the root role might not exist. So change the username to Postgres and specify the host to DB since we are not running it on localhost. So in services, in Docker compose.yml, we have specified the service as DB. So it is running as DB. So you need to specify DB in the host, and then um, you can create the database if it doesn't exist, and you are done. And you can go ahead testing it, you can run your post and get command normally. So let's go ahead and make a post request. So here, let me change the data sample. So first of all, let's go and check if there is some other user existed with id 2. No record found. So let's go ahead and make one with sample@gmail, and let's keep the same password. Let's go ahead and make a post request. Okay, so it has created it with the id 2. Now let's go and check it out. Hooray, we have created the record successfully, and it's all running in the Docker container. So this is all regarding this. Thanks for watching.